Morning, it's Monday morning, it's time for a Facebook Live, and we do these every week. Me and Robyn take it in turns to do a Facebook Live each week, and it's my turn. And I was thinking about what I could offer from my big bag of tricks, and I thought, you know what, there is so much going on in the world at the moment. There's so much happening with lockdown easing and, you know, people coming back out into life again, and with all these mass protests happening all over the world. There's so much energy going on up here that actually I feel like what I want to offer today is some centering, some soothing, some anchoring, and a bit of compassion training actually today. Think about compassion. So what I want to offer today is the loving kindness meditation. It's also known as the metta bhavana. And this is something that I do in my practice, in my meditation practice, to help me cultivate compassion. And it's a practice, you know, it's a practice to cultivate compassion. It doesn't come naturally to a lot of us. So I integrate it into my meditation practice often to help me find these qualities of compassion for myself and for other people. The loving kindness meditation, as I teach it, is super simple. I will lead you into a grounding meditation, and then from there I will start to offer these wishes. And they're really, really super simple wishes. The wishes are simply, may I be happy, may I be well, may I be safe, may I be free, may I know peace, may I know joy, may I know ease. That's it. Those are the metta bhavana, loving kindness wishes. And so how it works is that we start by offering these wishes to ourselves, and then we grow the attention, so we start to offer these wishes to somebody that we love. And then we grow the attention outwards, so we start to offer these wishes to the people in our neighbourhood. And then we grow it even wider till we start to offer these wishes to all beings everywhere. And this one is about inclining your heart towards compassion. So you might not feel it, you might not be feeling it, you might not be feeling open-hearted, but it's a practice to see if it's possible to practice inclining your heart towards compassion. And in my view, it's what we need right now. There's a lot of conflicting opinions, there's a lot of conflicting energy going on around, and for me, the answer is always compassion. To try and understand what's going on for other people, to try and understand what other people are feeling and where their actions are coming from, prevents me from getting into this hard-hearted right and wrong, oh well you should do it my way, because this doesn't help, you know. This defensiveness, this defendedness just makes us more and more separate from each other, and in my heart I wish for us all to be connected in some way. So yeah, also it's useful for clowning. So I'm thinking in terms of when I'm performing as a clown, if I can meet my audience with an open heart, then connection can happen. Then we can, you know, find a connection together, and we can find a way of working together, and we can find a way of playing together. If I meet the audience with a closed heart, then no play is possible, nothing is possible. I will just reenact something that I've done in a rehearsal room. So it's almost like watching a film. The audience will have the experience of watching a film, whereas for me clowning is all about that, the risk to interact, the risk to let the audience impact you, let the audience into your heart, and give your heart to the audience, so it becomes a two-way conversation. So for me that's the magic of clowning. And so the basis of my clowning for when I'm in performance is compassion. I can meet the audience with compassion and just as they are, and find some sort of connection between us. So here we go. We're going to have a little sit. Get yourselves comfy. Find a way to sit where you're comfy. You can sit on the ground, you can sit on a chair, you can sit on anything. And see if you can get loads of your body in contact with the ground. So if you're sitting on a chair, see if you can get your whole bum in contact with the chair, and your whole feet in contact with the floor. So let's just establish the seat for a minute. Get yourself a good sturdy, stable seat, and you can close your eyes, or you can just have your eyes soft. We're going to start with 3 deep out breaths. And just letting these out-breaths bringing you into closer contact with the ground, seeing if you can really relax and soften your body, let it mould to the ground. And if you like, you can imagine roots growing down deep and wide into the ground. And bringing your body to upright if that feels okay for you. You can just play around a little bit with your axis, lean forward and back, left and right, and as you do this, just notice how this impacts your contact with the ground. So seeing if you can find your way eventually to centre, so that you feel like your vertebrae all stacked on top of each other and the weight's just going directly down into the ground. If you like, you can roll your shoulders back and just drop them down. And let your arms relax and your hands soften. And feeling into your face, noticing the natural expressions that's here, and sending your breath to your forehead and seeing if you can relax your brow a little. And softening the muscles around your eyes. Softening your cheeks, unhinging your jaw, softening your lips and your chin and your tongue. So within this grounded, upright, softening vessel, just placing your attention with your breath for a short while. The breath coming in and out of the nose and mouth. Maybe the breath coming out of in and out of the ribs, just feeling the swing of the ribs. Maybe following the breath right down to the bottom of your belly, just feel the rise and fall of your belly. So just placing your attention with the breath, and noticing the breath coming and going. And the mind may wander away, that's the nature of mind. So noticing when the mind's scarpered to the past, to the present, to some other sensation, and guiding it back to the breath. And this is not because thoughts are bad or wrong. We're just giving ourselves a little time to rest from all that thinking and to come into presence by tuning into the breath. It's very simple, in and out. So this is a basic mindfulness practice, and I always do a little bit of this before we go into the loving kindness. I think it's good to steady the mind a little bit before we go into full-on compassion. Let's find a little stillness and presence before we begin. So if at any point you start to feel uncomfortable in your body, you can shift your posture. You can move around a little bit. So don't feel like you have to sit rigid with astonishing amounts of pain. You can just shift your posture. Even come to standing if that feels better. So connected with the ground, breathing to the bottom of the belly. Placing a hand on your heart. Just feeling into your heart area. breathing into your heart. How does it feel in there? What's been the impact of this last week? Perhaps there's fizzing and excitement. Perhaps there's fear, trepidation. Perhaps your heart feels tender and raw. Perhaps your heart feels closed and hard. So however your heart is, just breathing in and out of the heart for a little bit and see if you can welcome it just as it is. This is what's happening with your heart right now. Welcoming it just as it is. Whatever feelings come, let them come. Let the feelings flow through the breath. No need to push anything down or push anything away. So into this heart, however it is, we're going to try dropping these wishes one at a time. And see how this feels for you to drop these wishes into your heart space. The answer might come as a sensation or a visualization or a colour, or who knows. Let's see. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be safe. May I be free. May I know peace. May I know joy. May I know ease. And you might find that one is stronger, or one or two are stronger, and so you can just stick with those ones. Just keep raining that quality into your heart, and you don't need to know how or where or why or when or what. You don't need to know any of the details about how you're going to achieve this. It's merely a wish to incline the heart towards compassion. Let's go again. See what happens this time. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be safe. May I be free. May I know peace. May I know joy. May I know ease. So whatever your experience was, that was your experience. No need to judge it. That's how it is today. We're going to offer these wishes now to somebody that is easy to love. So bring to mind somebody who it's very easy to love. It might be a child that you know, or a very loving grandparent, or a friend, or even an animal. So call to mind somebody who is easy to love, and we'll just offer them a little bit of this loving kindness. So you can picture them sitting in front of you if you like, and offering these wishes from your heart to theirs. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be free. May you know peace. May you know joy. May you know ease. So you might want to bring in a second person as well, or you might want to just keep focusing on that person. We're going to go again for one person that you love. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be free. May you know peace. May you know joy. May you know ease. So you can let them go, or you can keep them here if you're enjoying having them around. We're going to increase the circles of attention now to your local neighbourhood, so the people that live in your street or your local area. So you can call to mind specific people, or you can just offer this as a general wish to your local area, all the people with whatever's going on for them. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be free. May you know peace. May you know joy. May you know ease. And we're going to grow the circles of attention now. And you can decide who you'd like to offer these wishes to. So there's a lot of suffering happening in the world right now. You might want to direct your wishes towards people who are suffering with coronavirus, or people who are anxious about coronavirus, or the people whose lives have been affected by coronavirus. Or you might want to send these wishes out to the protesters who've been hitting our streets and giving their time and energy. Or you might want to send these wishes out to all the people who have been experiencing inequality and oppression. Just see where your heart wants to guide these wishes, and I'll cycle these round twice. Just see who comes to mind. May you be happy. may you be well. May you be safe. May you be free. May you know peace. May you know joy. May you know ease. So whoever comes to mind, whoever you want to send these wishes to, sending out these loving kindness wishes to anybody who needs them. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be free. May you know peace. May you know joy. May you know ease. Coming back to your own heart now, really just feeling in, what does it feel like in there now? Seeing if you can welcome it just as it is. Coming back to the ground beneath you, really feeling your connection there. And feeling the whole of your body filling up with air and releasing on the out-breath. Noticing the temperature of your skin. Tuning into all the sounds. Listening to the qualities of the sounds. Softly opening your eyes to your space, taking in a few details, colours, shapes, light and shade. Bringing yourself back to presence. So that was the loving kindness meditation. And it's worth integrating this into your morning practice if you have one occasionally. And it's a practice. Compassion is a practice. We have a negative bias in our minds as part of our survival system. We think about threat, we think about guarding before we think about kindness and compassion. So that's the way we're built. We're built to survive. So compassion really is a practice that you have to put energy into in order to cultivate it, to have it at your fingertips. Do you have anything you want to report? Or do you have anything you'd like to share about this meditation this morning? Dorothy Kim Lemon says, thank you for this, Holly. Pleasure. Alex says, thanks, Holly, exactly what I needed to get started this week on the right foot. That's a pleasure. It's a real pleasure, Alex. Yeah, I hope you have a lovely week. That's Beth saying, thank you, beautiful practice, have a nice day. Yeah, you too. I really do hope you all have a lovely day, and just whenever you can, just see if you can keep coming back to compassion, self-compassion, compassion towards others. Dorothy says, and if the negativity persists, what's to do? Meet it. Meet it, keep meeting it with full compassion. The negativity comes to try and protect you. It's here to protect you. And so if you can greet it, oh, thank you for trying to protect me. Thank you so much for trying to protect me. And hold it. And it will melt. And not because you're forcing it to melt, but it will melt. Anna says, so soothing to breathe in this space with you, Holly. Oh, thanks. So, thank you. Take care.